Hello humans extraterrestrials, so this is my January wrap-up video in which I only have 2 books for you. However, I know for a fact that I will have far more in February for my February wrap-up. But, okay, so the first book of the 2 that I read today, in January of 2020, I can't talk, was Ray Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451. This book was released in 1953, I believe, and is about a firefighter called Guy Montag, who is firefighters in this universe, as opposed to firefighters now who fight fire and take out fires, burn things, particularly books. This is a post-literature future in that which books are like illegal and you're not allowed to have them. And this is a story of him being a firefighter, and then after that continuing to be a firefighter technically, but going on to sort of discern that no, books are good, I want books, and going on to do some things with that. I tried to keep these, I'm going to try and keep these relatively spoiler free. However, yeah, I'm just going to try and keep them spoiler free, honestly. But if something slips and you find it spoiler, I'm really sorry. It's just that sometimes I get really enthusiastic. I think this feels like a short story collection. I think you can tell that it's a short story collection. And I don't know if that's just me, but it feels a little bit disjointed at points where I think you can go, that's different. Why is that different? For example, there's a character in it who disappears, or something happens to the character and something changes, which is fine, but then that character kind of is never spoken of again, really, for example. I loved the sort of last, I think, 40 or so pages, like a page is 180 onwards. This is only 200 and, how many pages? 200 and, yeah, the last 30 or so pages, because it's about 210 pages long. And last 30 or so pages I thought were really good, and I liked the way he rounded it off. But overall, this was a 3-star read for me, or 3.5 star read, I think. No, yeah, a 3-star read for me, and I would recommend it if you're in the mood to read a classic or a modern classic. However, I wouldn't go in with high expectations, because a lot of people talk about this and how it's revolutionary and amazing, and I didn't think it was anything revolutionary or like life-changing, but I thought it was interesting, and I thought the characters were interesting. For example, I really liked, what's his name? Faber. Sorry, I'm looking at my Goodreads review of this book right now. But I really liked Faber's character, and I liked Clarice and things. And I would recommend it, but also be wary that it won't be like as amazing and life-changing as some people say it is, or at least I didn't think so. And the second and last book that I read in January, unfortunately, is This Is How You Lose the Time War by Max Gladstone and Amal Mohtar. This book is a female sci-fi spy enemies to lovers romance thing. It's really hard to describe. I gave this book 5 stars. This was fantastic and heartbreaking and beautiful. This is written in half in letters. I'll explain this. The format won't really affect you hugely, but it is these 2 characters in each chapter. It goes from red to blue, obviously, and at the end of each chapter there is a letter that character has received. So for example, the first chapter is in, I think, Red's perspective, and at the end of the chapter of description of like what's happening, you get "Dear Red, blah blah," from Blue, and that's how this whole story proceeds. And it's a beautiful, haunting, incredibly wonderfully written novel, and I would highly recommend it. I think this book This book is it's the second book I read in 2018. Oh god, 2020. Clearly it's my brain's not working. But it's immediately became one of my favourite books of all time, which I think says enough. So yeah, I would highly recommend this, 5 stars. And that is all the books I have to talk to you about today. But again, I will have more in February, my February wrap-up video. But yeah, thank you. I will put links in the description, hopefully, to these books and where I got these editions from. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, you know what to do. Please remember to drink your water, eat your vegetables, and peace out, I guess.